Welcome back to our attendees. Our next speaker, Mr. Birjendra Sangwaiya, Business Head, Middle East at Amplus Solar by Petronas, speaking on today's topic, solar rooftop leasing, opportunities for commercial and industrial companies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the organizers for giving us the opportunity to participate and present our thoughts and views about this emerging market in the Middle East. Our focus in today's discussion will be to address to the requirements of commercial and industrial clients, especially clients falling in the category of schools, hospitals, warehouses, industries who are wanting to adopt to the green energy revolution. However, they are facing challenges with respect to the adoption of technology or arranging capital and finance required to take this shift. So we'll be focusing on the avenues available to such industrial and commercial actors in the market who are wanting to shift to the greener energy adoption. However, they have issues to overcome with respect to capital and technology. So as an introduction, I happen to represent Amplus Solar. We are a platform company of Petronas of Malaysia, who's focused on investing into renewable assets globally. As an overview, we are a focused player on the distributed segment of energy, and our primary area of attention is the rooftop segment, where we have so far developed a portfolio of over 850 megawatts that is delivered across 4 countries: India, Malaysia, UAE, and Vietnam. These are the geographical spread that we presently have. And from Dubai region, we are expanding into the Middle East and offering our services across as a hub and spoke across in UAE as of now, and now looking to expand in KSA and Oman. So as an introduction, again, we happen to be the part of Petronas and are a part of the gas and new energy division of Petronas. Petronas, as you know, is one of the strong oil and gas companies, ranked 158th of the Fortune 500 list. And like is the strategy of many oil and gas companies, we are also driven towards promoting renewable energy, and therefore using this Amplus Solar as a platform to develop renewable energy portfolio across different geographies. So with respect to the service offerings that we have, in the distributed segment, we are focused on offering rooftop and ground mount plants to commercial and industrial clients on a leasing model in the Middle East. And let us look at how that is being done. It is a pretty straightforward model under which we develop the projects on the more popular OPEX or the BOT structure in the Middle East market. Our deliverables are that we invest completely into these projects, wherein clients need not to make any sort of investments from their side. So therefore, all the technical, financial, and the performance risk of the plant happens to be ours. We are able to guarantee a savings of, because large number of clients are actually looking forward to the savings, which is a major driving factor to shift towards renewables. So we are able to offer these guaranteed savings per unit of energy to the clients, which further motivates them to adopt to the greener energy. As a business model, we are able to develop these plants on the build, operate, own, and transfer model, where we make 100% investment into the plants. We develop the plants by taking up the responsibility of the construction and the commissioning of the plant, and own and operate the plants throughout the lifetime of the plant during the tenure of our engagement with the customers. So therefore, we are able to provide complete upfront investment, do the complete construction installation. We are able to bring in the necessary savings to the client, and also offer a complete hassle-free operations and maintenance responsibility that we are able to take up for these plants. So it is of course a very driven and a proven business model across different geographies. In fact, we started this business way back in India in 2013, where at a particular point in time we were invested into by a private equity fund going by the name of I Squared Capital. However, in 2019, we were acquired by Petronas and now stand to be their platform for expansion of this business globally. So world over, the engagement model with customers could be different when it comes to the build, own, operate, and transfer engagement. Normally, we would have, say, for example, across in markets like India, private power purchase agreements with the customers enter into, wherein we are able to sell the electricity to the customers during the duration of the engagement. However, in the Middle East markets, especially UAE and Oman, to talk about, we are engaging into the rentals model, wherein fundamentally the business remains the same. However, the engagement is not in the form of sales of electricity, but we are able to offer the entire solar system on a long-term leasing model. So this, of course, is made available because of the proactive policies of the different governments that we are operating, of the country. Especially when we talk about Dubai, I'm sure many of us are already aware of the Shams Dubai program, which allows for the net metering of these rooftop systems, which then this makes it convenient for business enterprises to have these systems available on their rooftop, wherein excess energy can be banked with the respective grids and utilized as per the convenience offered by the grid. So that becomes a very fundamental approach when we talk about developing distributed solar plants, especially on rooftops and ground mount level. But fundamentally, these are distributed in nature and connected at the client premises. So again, our operations over here has been for about 2 years, wherein groups like GEMS Education, Salfuteb Group, Elements, Sharaf DG company going by the name of Harman, schools like Next Generation School belonging to the Al Raji Group of Saudi, German companies like Precise Trading, the Hinduja Group company like Gulf Oil, they have found us to be capable partners to develop these systems on their premises under this model. Now, what sets us apart and fundamentally in this business model of focus on adequate availability of capital, because still there are challenges with respect to arrangement of project finance, etc. for these sort of models, for these sort of businesses. Of course, needless to say, but still, because a variety of such solutions are available or could be available in the market. However, because the systems are designed for a longer duration of time, which could be about 15 to 20 years, there needs to be a focus on quality. There needs to be a focus on how these plants are eventually operated and monitored over a period of time. And of course, the aspect of safety and the design expertise that needs to be very strongly followed, because eventually we are working at different grades of industries, which could range from warehousing, or which could range from oil and gas companies, or which would range from schools and malls where human interface is high. So therefore, very strong emphasis on design, safety parameters, and a complete continuous monitoring of the system is important. So for this, of course, as a company, we are, we associate with the different third parties to also ensure that the work that is carried on by us is also checked and qualified by third parties, so that very stringent checks are maintained both on the quality and the safety of the projects. So what we can proudly say is that, having completed over 400 projects, we carry a vast expertise in these design and the delivery standards when it comes to ensuring the quality and safety of these plants. Another important aspect which I want to highlight, because we are talking about distributed solar, is that, unlike grid scale projects which could be massive in size, these could be, small capacity project, but are distributed across a spectrum of rooftops and a spectrum of climate conditions, a spectrum of geographies, etc. So a strong monitoring of these plants so that they are able to perform to their maximum is important. We as a company have developed an in-house solution going by the name of AI, wherein we are able to do a very strong data monitoring and checks over these plants, and this to ensure that, as far as our forecasting of these generation and the delivery commitments to the two different clients are considered, we are able to meet that, and we are able to ensure that, there is zero downtime, there is visibility of the plant in terms of the generation, so that there are no contests with the clients with respect to, what quantum of energy was eventually generated from the plant, etc. So these are some of the unique features that we are able to bring in as a company when we offer a holistic solution of the journey of the journey of different sector of clients who want to get into the renewable energy space. So here we showcase, some of the different types of structures that we have worked on, or different types of, installations that we have done across different places. So it could be, for example, car park structures, which are very popular and very much in demand in the Middle East market, especially with respect to the fact that, schools, hospitals, or institutions, they have got big parking slots which are open in the sun, and these areas, unused areas, could be utilized for developing car parks. And not only is this promoting a shift towards green and energy, but it also is resulting in the savings of the electricity bills, which the clients can benefit from. So again, these are the different type of structures that we wish to demonstrate under this slides. We have worked across tracker-based technology on ground mount project. We have worked on superstructures on the rooftop. We have worked on car parks. We have worked on industrial roof. We have worked on RCC roofs. So we do carry a spectrum of experience on working with different geographies, climatic conditions, and the different site conditions that may be offered to us. So lastly, just to run through a quick focus on the safety aspect, proud to say that we have clocked over 3.5 million accident-free safe man hours, which reflects for the safety aspects that are of paramount important to us. Therefore, spectrum of clients across the market have chosen Amplus to be their partners in their journey towards renewables. So just closing on with my presentation here, that over here we wish to demonstrate that spectrum of clients, which could be automotive companies, FMCG companies, or retail majors like Amazon or Metro or Walmart, or industrial and manufacturing clients like Nerolac Cements to Schneider Electric, Halliburton to cable manufacturing companies like Lab Cables, or government institutions, which could be railways or metros, etc., could be beneficiary of this sort of service, wherein they could go in for a leasing structure for a solar system with us. So these are the last two slides where we wish to demonstrate that these are the projects that we are already working on. They have been delivered in the UAE, and some of the projects that are already under construction. So through this, we would welcome the audience and partners across participating in this forum to come and partner with us in this journey, wherein we are committed to investing in renewable energy projects. We are committed across in markets in UAE and exploring adjoining markets of Oman and Saudi Arabia for making further investments. So thank you all for your patience, and we hope this word spreads across in this market, that even if there is smaller contribution which these businesses can make, however, cumulatively it will grow a great length in terms of contributing to the national renewable targets of respective countries. And we at Amplus by Petronas stand committed towards investing into such projects and making the journey easier. Thank you.
Right. Thank you for that presentation. So your main key markets that you'll be looking out for is definitely Oman and Saudi, you said, correct?
So we are present in UAE, and then we are wanting to get into Oman and Saudi for the moment.
Okay. Like in our current country, Oman, so we are looking at a lot of factories and houses who are going to take these kind of projects forward. So this would be a good initiative for you and your company to make use of these opportunities, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you for your good wishes. We do hope that Oman and Saudi would also contribute strongly along with UAE towards taking this region forward on adoption of distributed solar. And this is how all the industries and schools and hospitals and warehouses would make their contribution towards adopting to renewable energy in this region.
Thank you, Birjendra. For attendees who want to connect with Mr. Birjendra and his company, please kindly write up to us and we will connect you to him directly. Or do you have an email address which you can pass it on, sir?
Yes, of course. We could be contacted at these numbers, and we could connect at amplussolar.com.
All right, so that's your email ID. Thank you again for your time and presentation, and we look forward to meeting you in person and seeing your products and services.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.